What is up, people? It is me, Monster58, and welcome back to another video review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studios series, Transformers 1, Deluxe Class, Optimus Prime. This is a figure that I was very interested in, considering I'm very interested in obviously seeing the movie that comes out in about a month from when I'm recording this, and also about a month from when this video will go out. But taking a look at the box here, you can see we have very nice artwork there, or of the CG render of Optimus Prime from Transformers 1. You have the Studio Series Optimus Prime 112, the Transformers 1 logo. I believe the background here is some scene in Cybertron. It does look really nice, though. You have those nice yellows and purples and all that stuff. That's really cool. Transformers, got Generations right up there. More Transformers 1 promotion there. More nice artwork there. The CG render Deluxe Class Studio Series 112. More nice artwork there. And then your obligatory product shots on the back. Transforms in 25 steps. You have a lot of cool stuff with this guy for a Deluxe Class Prime, as we'll see. But yeah, I think that's really about it for the box. As per usual, Hasbro kills it. And so without further ado, alrighty, folks, here we have the Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class Transformers 1 Optimus Prime in his truck mode, and I gotta say, for a Cybertronian truck mode, this is really freaking cool. I really do like how this looks. Some people may not like the sort of streamlininess of it, especially when there's no, like, visible wheels or tires. But for an alien version of essentially a semi-truck cab, I am very okay with this. So taking a look, you can see very, very cool across the board. I do like the red here. You can see the little matrix in there. We'll show that off later. That's actually an actual accessory. Also, you can see the nice detail here in the grill. You got some nice detail here as well. All around it looks good. More nice detail here. See some nice molded detail there on the side of the truck as well. Coming through here, and for a Deluxe Optimus Prime, this guy looks really, really good. Even the back doesn't look all that bad. And as you can see, you can store the axe there. Very simple. So to remove the axe, you just got to split the legs, and then you can just do that. So to actually store it, you'll see that there are two big tabs on the side there. And then what you'll notice is that there are some groove sections underneath what will become his knees. And all you got to do is sort of split the legs here, and then you just got to fit these bits of the axe inside, and then you can just very easily tab it together, and there the axe is stored. Now, taking a look at the actual axe itself, he doesn't come with an ion blaster, but he does come with this axe. It does look really nice, an energon axe, nice blue transparent plastic. Can't really go wrong with it. Very nice detail across, I mean, especially for transparent. It feels really solid as well. Overall, really, really nice. So we'll set this off to the side for now. But yeah, when it comes to this guy's truck mode, I really do like it, and I think it's really, really neat. The feet are a bit prominent, but other than that, it's pretty cool. It's just that I'll say getting this guy into his truck mode is a little more frustrating than actually getting him to his robot mode. I find that specifically tabbing in the arms where you can see them, yeah, and that's a bit of a sore spot, but trying to get these to tab in is a bit annoying. But yeah, really solid stuff here, so I can't really complain. So as per usual, we are going to be doing our comparison here, so setting this guy off to the side. Here we have him with the Legacy United Magnus, and as you can see, average deluxe size Optimus Prime is a tad bit longer, which ends up making sense. I think this is fine that Optimus is a bit bigger. You know, we've had bigger deluxes than Optimus before, so this isn't anything new. Now, I would compare him with some other stuff, but there's nothing else to compare him to. And plus, when it comes to the accuracy of this truck mode, from what I've seen in the trailers, it's pretty damn close. I mean, I'd imagine it's really close to how it is, especially given a deluxe figure. You know, I remember seeing it in the trailers and thinking it was relatively close, so I have no complaints with the looks in relation to screen accuracy either. So that's one thing I didn't mention in this past detail section. But yeah, for its size though, pretty average deluxe size, just a little bit bigger than the average deluxe, but ends up working out, and I think it's perfectly fine. Alrighty, time to get into the transformation. And when it comes to the transformation for this guy, it really isn't all that bad, actually. I actually quite enjoy it. So, getting into the transformation to robot mode, we're going to first untab the arms here. So, I'm just going to try and lift these up, the hands from these tabs here. Just got to push up because these are actually pretty tight. And what I like to do is untab these, and you can start to rotate this. And what I also like to do, this is his weapon, and you can untab it, but you're going to need some if you don't have nails, but you just get rid of that as well. Then what we'll do here is we will rotate this up and then fold this part So rotate this part up, and then you'll fold this out, and then you can fold this down. And what I like to do, I didn't show this, but you can also untab this section. Then take this entire section, you can rotate. As you can see, there are 2 tabs there, and then there's 2 holes there where near where the bumper was actually, the weapon was plugged in. Then you just do this, you pull this down, you pull the waist down, and then you can just rotate this all the way around. Then you just got to fold the toes out, and then split, and then you take these sections on the legs, and then you can just rotate them on the inside, and they will tab in like so. Do the same thing here as well, like that. We'll zoom out a bit here, and we will move up just a bit. Now from here, what you're going to do is you can take this and you can rotate this around, is what I like to do. You rotate that around like so. And what you're going to do is you're just going to fold this up like so, and then fold it in, and then fold the arm back as well as you're doing it like that. So again, keep this rotated out, fold this in, do that like so. And then very simple for the head, you can just flip this up like so, rotate that all the way around. Sort of position this. Now to store the truck mode weapon, what you have to do is you'll notice here there are 2 like notches right there, those 2 tabs, and then if you take a look at the actual weapon, here on the bottom of the weapon you do have these 2 little slots. Now I'll say this right now, this doesn't tab in the best, but you can get it to tab in, and then you just rotate that down. And ladies and gentlemen, here we have the Transformers Studios series Deluxe Class Transformers 1 Optimus Prime in his very cool looking robot mode. And so guys, when it comes to this robot mode, it looks really good. Now the one thing that kind of threw me off with this initially, when I first started to take a look at this figure and play around with it, is how long his legs are. Now, Optimus Prime's legs in most continuities tend to be very long, but especially with relation to this torso, I think this is one of the like craziest leg to torso rotations. Excuse me. This is one of the craziest leg to torso ratios. I don't know why it's what I just said. But one of the craziest leg to torso ratios that we've seen. But taking a look at the trailers again and taking a look at the screenshots and, you know, what people have taken, this is pretty accurate to how it is, and I think he looks very accurate to how he looked on screen. So taking a look at the details here, you can see the head is fantastic. I really do like that head sculpt. It's really cool. And the nice blue for the eyes, the nice gray for the face, blue as well for the rest of the head. You can also see his axe is very prominent here, so all you got to do, there is a tab right there, and then you can just fit that into his hand. Very simple. It looks really good. Taking a look at the other details, you can see the nice chest detail comes out here, some nice detail here on the crotch piece. Coming down here to the legs, it looks really solid. The arms also look really nice, but overall, like, even when you look at the side of this guy and look at the backpack, there's really no backpack at all, and that is really cool. Now, like I said earlier, the issue I have with the backpack is mainly that this weapon does not like to stay, I mean, you can already see, yeah, it's already fallen out. So this, even though those are definitely tabs, they don't like to sit in there very well, right? In the holes on the actual weapon part, they don't look all that great. So when it comes to this, I mean, what are you going to do? It's a deluxe figure at the end of the day, but it still looks really good, and as you'll see, this guy has another cool accessory that I have yet to show off. In addition, his articulation is really good. So we are going to be doing our comparison, though, so we are going to set Optimus Prime off to the side here. Alrighty, here he is with Magnus, and taking a look, obviously, like I told you, Optimus Prime is a bit of a bigger deluxe, but this is perfectly fine. I mean, I'd like to see the other Studio Series, you know, figures for Transformers 1 and see how they compare. Obviously, Bumblebee, Elita 1, and Megatron should, or, you know, D, whatever they're called, I forget what they're calling him, but they should all be relatively the same size as Optimus Prime here, so I really hope that we definitely get to have all those guys alongside of each other. It'll be really cool, but yeah, these two look fine together. I mean, again, Optimus Prime is a great average size deluxe, and a little bit of bigger than an average size deluxe, so can't really complain with the size and the amount of plastic that we get with this guy. Alrighty, let's get into the articulation. So for the articulation, it's really good. So the head's on the ball joint, so you can get a little bit of up and down because of the way of the transformation, but you can also just get up like really far like that, and then you can look down a decent bit as well, and then you do get a full 360 here at the shoulder, but you're gonna have to, well, actually, yeah, you just have to do it like this, but you do get a full 360, and because of the the transformation, you kind of get like a butterfly joint, which is really, really cool too. Then you get 90 at the elbow, rotation at the elbow, and then you also do get wrist. Excuse me, which is really, really awesome. You also do get full waist. You're just going to have to lift the backpack up, but you certainly do get full waist, which is really, really nice. And then also, when it comes to the legs, what's really cool is here in the waist, this little panel, very similar to how a lot of Gundam do it. You have this part can flip up, so you can get a good amount forward, and there goes the stupid car weapon. A good amount back. You also get out, you get in, and then you do get 90 here at the knee. You have a rotation here as well, and then you do have some really good ankle rocker. You can get some wide splits with this guy. I also didn't show, by the way. You can go out here, you can go in, so you have some really, really solid articulation. So taking a look, if I do this, I can absolutely do this with how wide this guy can stand. So you can get some pretty wide stances with this guy. So really, really amazing articulation for a Deluxe. Like, this is arguably better than some Voyagers. Ball joint at the head, full waist. You have wrist articulation as well. Like, this is really, really sick. There's a good chunk of Voyagers that don't get wrist. Specifically, here's one I've got actually right here. I will review soon. Skywarp here does not have any wrist articulation from Bumblebee. Like, that's wild, right? So really, really solid articulation. I can't complain there. So amazing stuff from this little Deluxe figure. Alrighty, and now getting into the accessories. Actually, the one thing I didn't show with the articulation is the toes do go up and down, and that's just mainly due to the transformation. So yeah, but yeah, you can see, like, this pose is sick. But getting into the accessories, the only other accessory this guy comes with that I haven't shown off yet is the Matrix. So to get access to the Matrix, all you gotta do is lift that up, and then you can just plug that out, and it just tabs into that little tab right there in the center. And what's really, really cool too is they engineered this thing where if you look on the wrists, you have these little on the hands, sorry, you have these little rivets right there, like towards the front of the fingers on each side, and you'll notice that this Matrix has tabs. But taking a look at the actual Matrix right now, it looks really, really nice for a Deluxe Matrix. Like, I can't really complain all that much. And now all you gotta do is you'll see these tabs, these little transparent tabs, and you just gotta tab them in to the fists and those little grooves that I showed you. As they show in the instructions, I just gotta close the chest again so we can there, you can get something. Come on, tab in. You can get something similar to this, which is really, really cool that you can even hold the Matrix. Like, the fact that they even engineered that. Although, in my opinion, not the best, because, as you can see, like, getting this to tab is a bit finicky. But the fact that they added this and it still works to an extent is really, really cool. I really do like this, and the fact that they added it is very, very awesome. And, like, on a Deluxe figure, and that's unheard of. So just to tab it back in, you notice that there is going to be a hole here on the back, and then all you gotta do is tab it into that tab right there in the center of the chest, and you should be good to go. So that, you can close that. And that is really it for the accessories. Again, I've shown you the axe. I guess the last thing I'll show with the axe is that you'll see that there are tab holes there, and then you can store this on the back, like so, if you'd like to. Although I think it looks really dumb, so I just like to keep it in this hand, because, yeah. Like I said, the only thing in the beginning of this video that I mentioned that really is in terms of accessories that I would have liked is a little ion blaster. But again, for the Deluxe budget, they gave us a lot of really good stuff on an Optimus Prime figure. Like, this is pretty spot on for everything you would need for an Optimus Prime, just missing that ion blaster. I guess we'll tab this back in again. It's just not the greatest. Like that. Just rotate it down. It'll probably fall out anyway. But yeah, accessories, really solid. The only major complaint I have with the accessories, besides the lack of an ion blaster, is the weapon for the car is just in the truck mode is just awful to store. In the robot mode, just very, very loose. Alrighty, guys, and finally, let's get into the reverse transformation, which really isn't all that bad. The major thing is that I do find it more frustrating, and that's just because tabbing these hands in, you'll see, can get pretty annoying. So, first thing I have to do is remove that, and then what you can do is you can rotate these out. For the head, what I also like to do is rotate it around, and you push it down. So So you rotate it, so it's like this, rotate it around, you push it down flat like this, and then you can just shove this into that little pocket right there. Then you can take this back section and you can lift it up. By the way, I did remove this already, so we don't have to deal with that. Then what you can do is you can lift the chest up, then you can take the center section here, with a little bit of finicking, you can rotate this up as well. And then what you're going to want to do is fold the arms in. Like so. Jesus, took a minute. And what you'll notice is that there's a tab hole there, and then there's a tab on the side, but I like to keep them untabbed for a minute, just due to and this likes to come undone. Rotate this in, if it'll, come on, rotate in, like so. And I like to keep them untabbed for a minute, because this whole section is going to sort of run into it. So, what I like to do with the legs next here is, we'll shove this down a bit. You can rotate these out. Make sure the thighs are as straight as possible. Tab these together, fold the toes, rotate this all the way around. Then you'll fold this up, and then you'll just take this waist section, you'll fold it up a bit, and then you'll take this entire section and rotate it like that so that it lays flat, like so, or flat-ish. Then you can take this, rotate this around, and then just tab that into place like so. Then rotate these down, make sure the arms are still straight, and then what I like to do is now you can tab those into those tab holes and sort of straighten this out. And what you'll see is that there are those red tabs there on the side of the thigh, and then there's a hole right there, so you have to line this all up. But once you've lined it up, what you're also going to do is you're going to tab the hand into that right there, so you get something like this. And again here, so make sure that's tabbed in correctly, make sure that's also tabbed in correctly on the thigh, and then you should be able to, and this is the most frustrating part, is getting these hands to tab is extremely annoying. Alrighty, and if you guys are having trouble like I am, again, make sure all this is sort of like tabbed in. It's just one of the most annoying things I think with this transformation is you have to have all this sort of lined up really, really well so that this transforms correctly. But with that, last thing you can do is you can just take this and untab the legs a little bit like I showed you in the beginning of the video. Tuck those under. Tab that all together like so. And ladies and gentlemen, the last thing you're going to do is you're going to take this section. So you'll see that there are two tabs here, and then there are two holes there. So you just got to fit this in with these claw parts facing the top. That was my bad there. So make sure you do this, and then this. Now this tab here, trying to get this to tab doesn't feel the best because unfortunately it likes to bend. But with that all out of the way, here we have the Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class Transformers 1 Optimus Prime back in the Cybertronian truck mode. Alrighty guys, for my final and concluding thoughts on the Transformers Studio Series Transformers 1 Deluxe Class Optimus Prime, this guy is a fantastic figure. Now, I know I've been angled around with the transformation, and I'm not going to lie to you, getting this guy to line up correctly for tabbing everything in his vehicle mode can be a bit frustrating. In addition to that, the weapon storage for the car weapon in his robot mode is really, really awful. It's just super loose and it likes to fall out all the time. And in addition to that, I would have liked an addition of an ion blaster. But other than those things, this guy is an amazing figure. And although I am listing a lot of those things, at the end of the day, those really pale in comparison to the good that this figure is. So, very accurate in both of its modes aesthetically. So both in his truck mode, his Cybertronian truck mode, as well as his robot mode, very accurate to what I've seen, at least from the trailers and the screenshots and everything from the movie. In addition to that, he comes with some solid accessories. Despite the car weapon being not the best, at least it's an accessory that you can still tab in, you can still store it. In addition to that, a Matrix of Leadership and an Energon Axe all in a deluxe figure is amazing. The only thing we're missing really is an Ion Blaster. In addition to that, When it comes to the articulation, this guy's articulation is amazing. It's again, like, it's arguably better than some Voyagers and stuff like that. You have wrist articulation, you have 90 at the knees, you have 90 at the elbows, a little bit of a butterfly joint, ball joint at the head, full 360 on that. You can look up and down and left and right. You can get a little bit of tilt side to side. You have that amazing ankle rocker where you can get the full splits, 90 at the knee. It's just really, really good all around when it comes to the articulation of this guy, and I can't be more happy with it. Overall, when it comes to this figure, I got to give it a 9 out of 10, and I'm going to highly recommend it to you guys, and you definitely should pick this figure up. It's really, really good and a great Deluxe Optimus Prime, and I really do like the design of this Prime, despite me initially thinking, like, why are the legs so long? It's very accurate to how it is in the movie, so I can't complain on that front. So, I did pick mine up on the Big Bad Toy Store, so I'll leave a link in the description to that. Also, this guy should be hitting your local retailers, because I've been at my Walmart all last week, and when it came to last week, they already got this old Transformers 1 stuff set up, and they had this Deluxe Class figure there. They had 86 Bumblebee for Studio Series, so definitely be on the lookout. He should be hitting your retailers now or soon, so definitely be on the lookout if you do decide to hunt him IRL. I wish you the best of luck there, but also we'll leave links to Amazon as well as Hasbro Pulse if you guys decide to pick this guy up on those sites as well. So yeah, I think that's really about it for the video. So I thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, rate, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Also follow me in the socials. Those will be linked in the description below. And once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video review, and I will catch you on the next one. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.